So I think the collaborations will continue to be very, very strong and across fintechs, whether we talk about the fintechs as a standalone payments space or the insurance or the wealth management, the each one of us will collaborate with each other. Similarly, we think that there will be a larger collaboration happening between the banks, the larger NBFC, larger capital provider, so and the fintechs. So in a way, we can put it across saying that there are people which has a very significant expertise in managing capital, raising capital, and there are companies who has a much better customer experiences and reaching out to the customers whom the current system cannot reach. And my belief is that both of them will come together and continue to build a bigger collaboration, because there is an ability for both of them to create a win-win situations. And this collaboration is happening for last few years, and I think it will keep accelerating with the time in the future. So last few years has been great from a overall credit perspective for the country, as well as for the entire fintech industries, and especially for the unsecured personal loans. Last few months, consciously given the current market situation, everybody is moderating their growth while consciously growing to ensure that there is a large demand still which is in the markets. But current situations, there is a slowdown in the growth which we are witnessing from the headline numbers also, as well as there is a sense of we are seeing some increase in the credit cost across board. But I think this credit market is at this point in time is unwinding in a very, very orderly fashion, which is a great thing from setting up a stage for the next growth cycle. And that will also bring much more resilience and the acceptance towards the controls, the compliances, and everything in the entire ecosystem, and which is a good footing and good foundation to build a very, very sustainable business from a long-term perspective. So I believe that whatever is happening today is a nice time from building a company from a long-term perspective. So this is just a period of the period in the life of a company where the company has to spend a lot of time ensuring that the entire pillars, the foundation of the companies are strong. So I think the growth rates for the next years should remain reasonable from our perspective, and we believe that the company will continue to grow from where they are. And also the core focus is to build a sustainable growth. What does it mean by sustainable growth is that when are you building the growth? Are you taking into account the cost of credit? Are you taking into account the reasonable profitability expectations to meet the stakeholders' expectation, and also the new products which can service the customer better? So I think I'm pretty much excited about the next year growth plans, and to see that how can we really build a sustainable year which serves as a foundation from a long-term trajectory perspective. And by then I believe that many of the current economic uncertainties will reduced as we go into the next year. The latest fundraise has really strengthened our capital structure, which allowed us to be very, very comfortable in the current scenarios. And with the current capital raise, the capital adequacy is what we consider is quite strong. The company in this kind of uncertain market has enough liquidity to ensure that we can build a larger company going forward. And our core focus remains to build a sustainable growth, to build a growth which can survive from a long period of time, and that's where our core focus remains at this point in time. So I think in my mind, ONDC as well as the ULAI, which is also the new initiative from the Unified Lending Initiative, just on the line as the UPI became a Unified Payment Initiatives. Both of them are great initiatives because they bridge the gap between the lenders and the provider of the end customers. And the ONDC, we are among the first ones to go live on the ONDCs to ensure that how can we really be experimenting on the ONDC. I believe both these platforms will provide a strong momentum, as well as will bridge the gap between the people who would like to lend the money, as well as to reach out to the larger set of consumers in the country.